So obviously the highest sales price possible is super important when looking at offers on your house that you have for sale. But what other factors are important? I've written down 6 different topics that we're going to talk about today that I feel are just as important as sales price. So stay tuned and let's take a look. All right, and these are not in any particular order, just kind of how they came out of my head. But the first one that I wrote down is negotiable fees or closing costs that are customarily paid by the seller, maybe getting put onto the buyer's side. So things like the title policy, survey, home warranty, things like that that are traditionally asked for by the buyer for the seller to be paid can be paid by the buyer. Next thing I wrote down is close date. So that could be important to you. If you're not in contract on a house already, maybe a longer close date. If you've got a close date on the house that you're going to, maybe you need something that matches that. It's all negotiable, so that's something else to consider. The next thing is what we call a leaseback. And what a leaseback does is you and the buyer go and close, and then the buyer immediately leases the property back to you from anywhere to 1 day. I've seen them go as far as 60 days. It just depends on where you're going. When you move out of this house, plus it provides a little convenience to you to go ahead and move after you've closed. Next thing is guaranteed offer, which is kind of my term that I make up for the difference between appraised value and what they originally agreed to pay on the contract. So if there's a delta or a deficit in between the two, is the buyer willing to pay that? Will they put it on paper, and are they able to prove that they have the cash funds to do it with? That's a biggie. Next one is a lot of people don't think about. What's the buyer's agent's reputation? Are they easy to get along with? Do they have a reputation for getting things closed? That's really important, and you need to depend on your listing agent to help determine that. The next one's real similar to that. It's the lender or the loan officer. Do they have a reputation for getting things closed? Are they easy to get along with? Are they calling you to give you updates instead of you having to hound them? So there's 6 things to consider other than sales price when you're looking at offers on your home. Hope you got some value out of this, and we'll see you next time.